Hey guys, welcome back. So, as you can tell, this is already not the original or my normal content. I've been laid up in bed for about a week now, since July 2nd. Yeah. So I think I may have mentioned it before, but I have a disability, and I thought we would cover a little bit on it today. So I'm going to run a little video here that'll help explain part of a degenerative disc disease, and it'll detail in general some of the problems that can be caused, and then I'll come back and detail a little bit more specifically what my situation is. But I apologize for recording a video in bed, but I can't really stand up right now. I can't even sit up, so. Alright, let's get to it.
The human spine is made up of a series of bones, called vertebrae, connected together by ligaments and muscles. The spine is designed to protect the spinal cord, the superhighway that carries electrical signals from the brain to the rest of the body. Each vertebra in the spine is separated by an intervertebral disc. For simplicity's sake, the disc can be likened to a jelly donut. It has a soft gel-like substance in the center called the nucleus pulposus, which is surrounded by a tough outer coating called the annulus fibrosus. The discs serve three primary functions. They act as shock absorbers to prevent compression fractures of the vertebrae. They provide mobility to the spine, allowing it to bend and twist. And they separate the vertebrae, allowing nerve roots to branch off from the spinal cord. The disc relies on the transfer of fluids and nutrients from the vertebrae above and below, as well as the outer layer of the annulus to stay healthy. Excessive loads on the discs result in increased pressure that slows the transfer of these vital fluids and nutrients. Continued wear and tear results in dehydration and disc degeneration. Excessive weight, poor posture, heavy lifting, or repetitive movements may accelerate this process. The most common feature of disc degeneration is the loss of fluid in the disc nucleus. As the discs shrink, the space between the vertebrae decreases, causing more bone-on-bone activity at the facet joint. This may cause pain and irritation.
Alright, so, sorry about the sun. I've been doing some expert drawing here. So as you can see, the bigger rectangles I've said are vertebra, and then what's between it is the disc, right? So in my spine, there is a spot that looks like this in my thoracic back, where on one side, the front side, there is almost no disc left between the two vertebrae in the front. So this causes the disc to protrude backwards a little bit more than it should, and that causes pressure and pain on the nerve that specifically operates my diaphragm. So there are times where if I stand in the wrong position, or I stand too long, bent over a little bit or something, that nerve will get so aggravated that my diaphragm will start to cramp up and I can't breathe. So my only immediate solution for that is to lay down wherever I may be. It's extremely embarrassing at times, but I have to lay down flat on my back on the ground, and eventually it'll subside. That is one of the 2 points that we are looking at surgical options to fix, but we're not there quite yet. So the current problem that we're going to talk about is my lumbar back, which is, lumbar is the lower section of your back where it comes down and connects to your pelvis. My problem is the last 2 or 3 vertebrae or discs in the set here. While they do have better material than up here in the thoracic, it seems to be a weaker material, and it's prone to herniations. If you're not familiar with what herniation is, it's basically where the outer wall or inner wall of a disc pops out a protrusion, and like that. And when you have nerve ducts that run up and down next to your spine, some of these can be merely inconvenient. Just gives you a little bit of back pain, and that's it. But if they poke out in the right place and they crush into the nerve canal back here, it could cause all kinds of problems. And those are the ones that I'm prone to on the back side of the lumbar, pushing into that nerve canal. It's already done it so many times, it's caused a little bit of permanent nerve damage into both legs. And you might have noticed in some of my videos I walk a little funny. Well, that's why. And also, if you look over here, this is kind of a top view. Like that video was saying, there's kind of a gooey center. My discs will also herniate inside into this layer, which can cause displacement of that fluid, which in fact kind of helps deflate the whole disc at the same time. But the last major episode I had, like what I have right now, was a situation where through these 3 vertebrae I had 7 herniations. Most of them were into this central gooey area, but one of them was out into the nerve canal, and it caused extreme pain in my pelvis, partial loss of, how do I say this? It's getting a little more in depth than I would like, but not loss of control, but loss of feeling in both my groin and my anal area. I never had a problem with going uncontrollably. It was more of the opposite, where it's difficult to go. So I guess if I had to pick one of the two, that would be the better one. And then severe sciatic pain running down my left leg. And this, again, I think is the same exact spot, because they have the same exact symptoms, where the groin and rear part and severe pain down the left leg. We started a course of different medications recently, which has helped quite a bit. I apologize for the sound. I can't do anything about that right now. But anyway, yeah, so this is just my life. This is what I've been dealing with since, well, my back pain originally started when I was 13, but it didn't get super bad until my mid-20s. And now that I'm 45, it's 20 years, so I've almost been dealing with severe back pain more than half of my life. So I don't ask for sympathy, folks. I really don't. I appreciate, if you do have sentimental thoughts or want to wish me well, but that's not what this video is about. I literally just wanted to inform you guys. Sometimes my recording schedule is a little wonky, a little weird, and it's typically always due to the fact that I've been laid up in bed and there's nothing I can do right now. This was basically my fault. I know about my back problem, and I pushed myself way too hard trying to get ready for the July 2nd parade, which ended up being a complete bust. But I did get the truck done to a point. I didn't get everything done, but I pushed myself way too hard. This is the result. And it could have been worse, so I can't really complain, I guess. But I'll update you later. I am going to be having spine surgery in the not so distant future. So well, I'll let you know when that happens, because obviously I'm going to be down. We might have to come up with some alternative content, have somebody else record something for me, or I guess we'll see. But yeah, I think that's about it. If you guys, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. The more likes I get and shares I get and comments and just basic attention overall, the better. It helps grow the channel. If you have questions, if you have comments, if you want to call me dirty names, put it in the comments. I mean, it is your right. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I guess take care. See you next time. I love you. Bye.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah, I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost.